I watched a girl outsmart every guy who tried to impress her at a bookstore cafe until one did something that made everyone stop and stare. I was cramming for finals at Barnes & Noble's cafe when this girl sat at the table next to mine. Gorgeous, yes, but what caught my attention was her book, Advanced Girt Mechanics. Within 10 minutes, 3 different guys had approached her. The first one, quantum mechanics, huh? I took physics in high school. It's basically about atoms and stuff, right? She smiled politely. Something like that. Back to her book. The second guy tried harder. Schrodinger's cat? I know that one. The cat that's dead and alive, right? Mind-blowing stuff without looking up. Superposition is indeed fascinating. Her tone could have frozen coffee. The third guy, clearly overhearing the failures, went full intellectual. Are you familiar with the many worlds interpretation? I've always found Everett's approach more compelling than Copenhagen. She finally looked up. Are you asking because you are genuinely interested in discussing decoherence, or because you guddled quantum mechanics pickup lines 5 minutes ago? He left without another word. I thought that was the end of the show. Then this guy walked in purring cargo shorts, Star Wars shirt holding a box of donuts. Not exactly Prince Charming. He walked straight past her to the children's section. We all watched confused. 5 minutes later, he gathered about 6 kids around him on the floor. He opened the duet box and started doing something bizarre. He was using donuts to explain something, moving them around, splitting them, making the kids giggle. So if this chocolate duet is an electron, he said, and it can be here, out here, but we don't know until we look. The quantum mechanics girl slowly closed her book. She was watching him intently, but here's the crazy part. He continued, breaking a donut in half. What if it's actually in buck places until we check? One kid shouted, that's impossible. Ike's everything. He grinned. That's why Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. The girl stood up, walked over, Saturday down with the kids. Can I help explain? She asked him, his face lit up. Only if you're okay with using jelly-filled for quantum tunneling? She laughed. Proportioners laughed. Jelly-filled is perfect for tunneling. For the next hour, they taught quantum physics to 6-year-olds using donuts. She explained superposition with sprinkles. He demonstrated wave functions with the cream-filled. The kids were transfixed when story time ended and the kids left sugar high in physics. Enlightened. She turned to him. That was brilliant. Where did you learn to teach like that? He shrugged. YouTube channel, Physics for Tiny Mints. It's pretty small. Wait. Her eyes widened. You are donut physics guy? My professor literally uses your videos in our graduate seminar. Now he was blushing. Your professor has excellent taste in teaching aids. I am Sarah. She extended her hand. Quantum computing PhD candidate. And apparently your biggest fan. Tom. He shook it. Middle school science teacher and apparently very lucky. They talked until the store closed. About physics, teaching, the philosophical implications of donuts. As they packed up, she said, you know, 3 guys tried to impress me tonight with their knowledge of quantum mechanics. How'd that go? Terrible. They were performing intelligence. You were just sharing joy. He considered this. Want to share more joy? Here's a 24-hour do-it shop around the corner. We could plan next week's lesson. I am thinking quantum entanglement with maple bars. Only if we can tackle the measurement problem with bear claws, she countered. They left together, debating the pedagogical merits of different pastries. I saw them again last month, Sun Bookstore, but now they were teaching together, surrounded by twice as many kids. She wore an engagement ring that looked suspiciously like a tiny donut. Turns out the best pickup line isn't a line at all. It's being genuinely passionate about something and finding someone who gets excited about your weird, even if that weird involves explaining the universe with breakfast food.